Samuel Alton Johnston is an American professional wrestler, better known under the ring name Sami Callihan. He has worked for several independent promotions throughout the United States. He found the most success in Combat Zone Wrestling. This is where he was also known as a part of the Switchblade Conspiracy alongside Jon Moxley, but has also wrestled for Dragon Gate USA, Evolve, Ring of Honor, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Full Impact Pro, and All American Wrestling. In CZW, he held the CZW Iron Man New Horror Championship, the CZW Ultraviolent Underground Championship, and the CZW World Junior Heavyweight Championship, and won the 2012 Best of the Best tournament. He was signed to WWE from 2013 to 2015, appearing in its developmental promotion NXT under the ring name Solomon Crowe. Professional wrestling career Independent circuit Heartland Wrestling Association. Shortly after his debut, Callihan became a member of the Crew faction, which also consisted of Jon Moxley, Dick Rick and Pepper Parks. Callihan began regularly competing for the Heartland Wrestling Association, and faced wrestlers including Chad Collyer and Nigel McGuinness. Chikara, he competed in Chikara's 2008 Young Lions tournament. He advanced to the finals of the 2008 Ted Petty Invitational Tournament with victories over Chris Hero, Eddie Kingston and Too Cold Scorpio. On September 28, 2008, he competed for the HWA Heavyweight Championship in a three-way match, also involving Drake Younger, but lost to Jake Crist. On November 26, 2008, he was eliminated by HWA Heavyweight Champion Jake Crist in the Thanksgiving Eve 8-man tag team elimination match. In a rematch on October 1, 2008, he was again defeated by Jake Crist. In 2011, Callihan made it to the final of the first Heartland Cup tournament against Jake Crist. Insanity Pro Wrestling. Callihan began wrestling for IPW throughout 2006 as Cannonball Sami until late 2006 when he underwent a name change to Sami Callihan. In 2007 at IPW Reign of the Insane 6th Anniversary show, Callihan gained entry into the IPW 2007 Super Junior Heavyweight Tournament, beating Dustin Reyes, XOMGX, and Louis Linares to qualify, but lost in the first round to Die Hard. In 2008 at Uprising, Callihan began feuding with IPW Junior Heavyweight Champion Billy Rock after a controversial double pin in a four-way match for the title, also involving Ricochet and Shiima Shin. The next month at Legally Insane, Callihan and Rock teamed up in a losing effort against the Messiahs of a New Age of Dustin Reyes and Lou Roberts. Callihan and Rock would have their first singles match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at Heat Stroke, which ended in a time-limit draw. The next month at Crowning Point, Callihan and Rock wrestled in a Pure Rules match, which ended in a no contest, and the pair faced off at IPW Reign of the Insane 7th Anniversary in a ladder match in which Callihan beat Rock for the IPW Junior Heavyweight Championship. The next month at the IPW Super Junior Heavyweight Tournament, Callihan defeated QSKILLZ, CJ Otis, and Justin Andrews en route to the final, where he lost the Junior Heavyweight Championship to Aaron Williams. Callihan would not make another appearance for IPW until late 2009 at Reign of the Insane Stage February 8th Anniversary, losing to James Avery. On May 18, 2010, he defeated Toby Klein at the J.C. Bailey Benefit Show. Callihan returned to competing regularly for IPW in 2011. At IPW Showdown in Northtown, Callihan defeated Kyle O'Reilly, and later that night formed an alliance with IPW World Heavyweight Champion Jimmy Jacobs by saving him from an attack by Dustin Reyes and Sweet Lou Roberts. On May 7, 2011, at Keep the Faith, Callihan would wrestle in a four-way match also involving Jake Crist, A.R. Fox, and Zack Sabre, Jr., with Fox winning the match. On June 18 at Revelations, Callihan defeated Jake Crist for the vacant IPW World Heavyweight Championship. Callihan held the championship until November 7, 2011, at Insane Intentions, when he lost it to Jake Crist in a triple threat match that also involved B.J. Whitmer. Combat Zone Wrestling. Callihan made his CZW debut at Summer School on June 14, 2008. At the 2008 Creed $H Memorial Show, he won the Creed $H Memorial Battle Royal. he defeated Lufisto to earn a spot in the main event at Cage of Death X. At the Decade of Destruction Euro 10th anniversary show on February 14, 2009, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Callihan defeated John Dahmer. Originally the match was supposed to be Dahmer vs EMO, but as EMO was making his way to the ring, the arena's video screens showed Callihan arguing with CZW management and demanding a title match. Management denied his request, and instead told him that if he defeated Dahmer he could have a title match whenever he wanted. This led to Callihan attacking EMO and taking his spot in the match against Dahmer, which he then won after a distraction by Jon Moxley. Later that night Callihan went to the ring after CZW Iron Man champion Brain Damage and his Cult Fiction tag team partner Deranged had lost a match to the H8 Club. He brought a referee with him, and after Callihan threatened him, the referee sanctioned an immediate match, which Callihan won to become the new champion. At the Eye for an Eye event on April 13, Callihan declared that the championship would now be known as the CZW New Horror Championship. On June 13, 2009, Callihan lost the championship to Egotistico Fantastico. On October 25, 2009, Callihan defeated Danny Havoc to win the CZW Ultraviolent Underground Championship, but they lost the title the same day to Thumbtack Jack. On April 10, 2010, at Swing In for the Fences Callihan received a match for the CZW World Heavyweight Championship in a losing effort against Switchblade Conspiracy partner Jon Moxley. In November 2011, Callihan defeated Adam Cole for the CZW World Junior Heavyweight Championship. The following April, Callihan won the Best of the Best 11 tournament. He lost the title to Drake Younger at 5 de Mayo. Callihan won the title for a second time on July 14, 2012, in a 60-minute Ultraviolent Rules Iron Man match, but lost it the same day to AR Fox. Pro Wrestling Syndicate. On May 29, 2009, Callihan debuted for Pro Wrestling Syndicate at their Brawl for Paul event, where he lost a four-way match, also involving Xavier, Monster Mac, and winner Trent Acid. On August 10, 2010, Callihan was part of the PWS Majestic 12 title tournament. In the opening round he teamed with Dan Maff to defeat Adam Cole and Bandito Jr., and went on to defeat Maff in the second. In the final Callihan pinned Danny Demanto, but was then pinned by Devon Moore. On May 27, 2011, Callihan defeated Dan Maff, and then defeated Devon Moore to win the PWS Heavyweight Championship in a match that included run-ins by Kevin Matthews, Maff, Danny Demanto, Velvet Sky, and Mick Foley. He went to defend the championship against Colt Cabana, Jay Lethal, and the Great Muta. Evolve. On May 1, 2010, Callihan debuted for Evolve at Evolve 3, Rise or Fall in a winning effort against Adam Cole. On July 23, at Evolve 4, Danielson vs. Fish, Callihan gained his second victory defeating Eric Cannon via submission. Matches against wrestlers including Zack Sabre, Jr., Brody Lee, AR Fox, Bobby Fish, and Dave Fit Finlay at Evolve 9 followed. On April 5, 2013, Callihan took part in a tournament to determine the inaugural Evolve champion, where he made it to the finals, before losing to AR Fox. Dragon Gate USA. On July 24, 2010, Callihan made his debut for Dragon Gate USA, losing to Jimmy Jacobs in a dark match. After wrestling several matches for the promotion through the rest of the year, Callihan was placed in his first angle on April 3, 2011, at Open the Ultimate Gate, when he and Eric Cannon walked out on a 6-way match. Later in the event, Callihan and Cannon announced they would be forming a tag team named the DUF and defeated the Dark City Fight Club in their first match together. On June 5 at Enter the Dragon 2011, Callihan and Eric Cannon were joined by Pinky Sanchez, and picked up a major win over the tag team of Open the Dream Gate champion Masaki Mochizuki and Suzumu Yokozuka. House of Hardcore. On June 23, 2013, Callihan was defeated by MVP at House of Hardcore 2. Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Callihan made his debut for the Southern California-based company Pro Wrestling Guerrilla on April 21, 2012. At the 6th Annual Dynamite Doomvirate Tag Team Title Tournament, he teamed with Roderick Strong to take on two husky black guys in a losing effort in the opening round. After the match, Callihan challenged PWG World Champion Kevin Steen to a title match, which took place later that day. Callihan lost the match. In his next appearance on July 21, he was beaten by Michael Elgin at PWG's 9-year anniversary event, 3 Mendes 3. In September, he got his first series of wins at the 2012 Battle of Los Angeles. He defeated Willie Mack to advance to the quarter-final round, where he beat T.J. Perkins. In the semi-final, he lost to eventual winner Adam Cole. At Mystery Vortex on December 1, he was victorious over Drake Younger. After the match, it was announced that Callihan and Younger would participate in a best-of-3 match series to determine a number 1 contender for the PWG World Championship. At the 2013 Dynamite Doumbret Tag Team Title Tournament, which took place on January 12, 2013, Callihan fought Younger in a non-tournament knockout or submission-only match. Callihan lost the bout when he tapped out, tying the score. On March 22, 2013, Callihan lost the series, when he was defeated by Younger in the third match, a guerrilla warfare match. On June 15, Callihan wrestled his PWG farewell match, a 60-minute Iron Man match, where he unsuccessfully challenged longtime rival Adam Cole for the PWG World Championship, losing the match 6 falls to 5. Ring of Honor. On November 11, 2008, Callihan made his Ring of Honor debut at Escalation in a losing effort in a 4-corner survival match also involving Go Shiozaki, Rhett Titus, and Grizzly Redwood. Callihan appeared on the inaugural episode of Ring of Honor Wrestling on HDNET, which aired on March 21, losing to Kenny King. WWE. NXT. On October 23, 2012, Johnston wrestled a dark match for WWE, in which he was defeated by Johnny Curtis. In April 2013, it was reported that Johnston was undergoing medical tests for the promotion, and on May 27 Dragon Gate USA confirmed that Johnston had signed with WWE. On August 29, 2013, under the new WWE ring name Solomon Crowe, he debuted for WWE's developmental system NXT, albeit at a live event, with a loss to Xavier Woods. He would fail to appear on televised episodes of NXT for more than a year, instead being restricted to live events or dark matches during television tapings. At a live event on December 6, 2013, Crowe assumed the character of a hacker, using a tablet computer to seize control of the arena lights, and attacked Kalisto. At the February 28, 2014 NXT television tapings, Crowe defeated Sylvester Lefort in what would have been his NXT television debut, but the match was removed from the episode. It was supposed to air for the March 6, 2014 NXT. In August 2014, Johnston suffered a chipped tibia during a tag team match with Kalisto against the Ascension. The injury did not require surgery and he was able to return to the ring in November. In late 2014, Crowe wrestled a number of dark matches on NXT, including one against the returning Brian Kendrick. From the January 28, 2015 episode of NXT, WWE began airing teasers for Crowe's television debut. On the February 18 episode of NXT, Crowe made his anticipated television debut, attacking C.J. Parker. In his first televised match on the March 4 episode of NXT, he defeated Bull Dempsey. On November 24, it was announced that Johnston had requested and received his release from his WWE contract the day prior. Return to the independent circuit. Return to AAW. On November 28, 2015, after being released from WWE, Johnston returned to the independent circuit, switching back to his Sami Callihan character where he appeared at All-American Wrestling's Windy City Classic 11 event. He attacked new AAW heavyweight champion, Eddie Kingston. Return to CZW. On November 30, 2015, it was announced that Callihan will return to Combat Zone Wrestling at Cage of Death 17 on December 12, 2015. In wrestling, finishing moves, as Sami Callihan, headlock driver, stretch muffler. As Solomon Crowe, crowbar, pendulum splash. Signature moves, bicycle kick, deadlift Saito suplex, Exploder suplex, forearm smash, Koji clutch, lariat, sometimes while springboarding or to a seated opponent, Saito powerbomb. Nicknames: The Call-In Death Machine, The New Horror. Entrance themes: Space Dementia by Muse, Bad Things by Wednesday 13, Can't Trust Anyone by Oh No Not Stereo, Mass Appeal by CFO Dollar, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. Championships and accomplishments: Absolute Intense Wrestling, AIW Tag Team Championship a Euro with Matt Riot. Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW Iron Man New Horror Championship, CZW Ultraviolent Underground Championship, CZW World Junior Heavyweight Championship, Creed Car H Memorial Battle Royal, CZW Best of the Best 11. Full Impact Pro, Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup. Insanity Pro Wrestling, IPW World Heavyweight Championship, IPW Junior Heavyweight Championship. International Wrestling Cartel, IWC Super Indie Championship, Super Indie 11. Jersey All Pro Wrestling, JAPW Tag Team Championship a Euro with Chris Dickinson. Maryland Championship Wrestling, Shamrock Cup. NWA Force 1 Pro Wrestling, NWA Force 1 Heavyweight Championship. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI ranked him number 52 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2012. Pro Wrestling Syndicate, PWS Heavyweight Champion. Squared Circle Wrestling, 2CW Heavyweight Championship. West Extreme Wrestling, WXW World Tag Team Championship a Euro with Jon Moxley, 16 Karat Gold Tournament. References. External links. Combat Zone Wrestling Profile, Online World of Wrestling Profile, Match History at Indie Wrestling News.